Hi everybody, and welcome back to Briar Rose Cottage. I'm going to quickly make this video because I do have to water. It is September 5th and we have had frost overnight. There are certain plants that are showing the effect of it. So this means a total rethink about how September is going. And it's now harvest time. Regardless of whether or not things are ready to go, this week is harvest time. That means I may end up with zucchinis about this big, but we've definitely gone into some cooler weather. We've had smoke from fires. Not anywhere near me. I'm absolutely fine. I'm safe. But we've just got lots of floating smoke. It's blocked the sun. It seems I'm not the only one that isn't having tomatoes ripen. So I'm gonna get ready to pick all those. And I got a ton of beans to pick. So yes, it's just time, you know. I was hoping to get to at least the 15th, maybe the 20th. Like, we were gonna have a really nice summer. The weather is going to be, by the weekend, sort of picking up, but nothing looks like it's gonna be above 22. So we may be having a nice warm autumn, but it's not going to be conducive to anything vegetables growing and stuff. The sunflowers are starting to wrap up doing their thing. After my nasturtiums got attacked by bugs, they've been affected by frost too. There's lots of yellow leaves in there, so time to go around and do that harvesting bits at a time, so don't get ahead of myself like I did with carrots. And then focus solely on yard wrap up for winter. So today I put in some lilacs. I'm done with that digging. I still have some more little lilacs that need to go in, but what I thought I would do is grab a couple of pots and then see if I could overwinter them in the house. Because by next spring I will have a better plan for what I am doing in the yard, where things are going to go, and then just kind of work from there. And get the grass mowed, because it could be the last mow before anything. So I think snow's coming early. I'm thinking we're getting snow beginning of October into September. Just the way everything is feeling. I don't think necessarily it's going to stay. But yeah, it's time to wrap up landscaping projects and start shifting focus towards October and being in the house, in the cottage. So I just have 2 projects I absolutely have to get finished before the end of September, and one is the parking space and the other is down the side of the house where we have the leaky downspout. So okay, I gotta get back to work here, and focus on doing stuff. Always lots and lots of stuff, but you know what? It's a time to breathe. You know, September is that time to sit back and start doing your harvest and start focusing on autumn and the winter months ahead. You're canning and things like that. I've already started a Christmas present, you know, because I am crocheting a shawl as a joke for somebody. God knows I have enough yarn to do that with. So yeah, now is the time to just go and reap the rewards and the benefits. The beautiful things about carrots and beets and turnips that are in the ground, they have a tendency to wear frost just a little bit better, so I don't have to go woohoo with that. But even if I do have to pick them all up, now that I'm still talking, I can cut them up and freeze them in little bits to put in, to make carrot cake and things like that, carrot muffins. I don't have to worry about them going bad, so I can freeze a lot of stuff. And so yeah, I'm gonna go work with theirs. So I will see you guys a bit later. Bye. Hey everybody, it's September Thursday. Why am I? There we go. No more backlit. It's September 6th, 7th, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 7th. I'm back outside. Rob finished doing up the stuff I needed to do with the railings for the deck, so, and the little bit that needed to be immediately done with the lattice on the one side. I'm going to have to go with a Bob Ross. I don't know what he was thinking or what he was doing, but we may have had happy little accidents. So if you don't know who Bob Ross is, go check him out on YouTube. I'm sorry for the jiggle. Got some sunshine today, so decided to get out and stain, do laundry and stain. It has spit a little bit, but I'm just plugging along here. It's not quite 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But the whole thing with the deck, after I got past the initial and what are you doing, I realized there were things that I wanted to be doing with it, like handrails and stuff, and clothesline and the whole 9 yards, and potentially that's gonna fix his oopses, and that's why I said we're just going to, happy little accidents, we're just going to Bob Ross this whole thing. Just taking a break. Yay arthritis, osteoarthritis in my hand, so. But yes, enjoying the sunshine, doing some staining, doing some laundry, which I got to get hung up here pretty quick. So I can get another load in. And just going through things. I cleaned out the closet in the porch so we can put coats and shoes and other sort of things in that closet. So now I've got a stack of tile I've got to sell, because I don't think I want any of it, or maybe a few little pieces, because some of it fits the table that's on the deck. So if they break, then I want to be able to have replacements. And then just I'll finish this video up with some walk around. I want to show you the frost damage that was done, and it was only minor. And then we've had some nice weather, and I managed to get a thing of tomatoes. I'll have to show you that, and a big bag of beans when I went out and harvested the other day. Some of them were what you would call overripe, I guess. They were overgrown and a little woody, but we had some for dinner last night. They were really good. So yeah, just going with that. So just taking a break, enjoying blue sky and sunshine. Okay, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So anyways, so we didn't get, unfortunately didn't record Monkey walking on up here on the deck, and that's where one of his footprints was. Oh, it's just sticky. It's not wet. There's Morgana. So yes, just going along here and doing, you can see the difference in the colors in that smoke gray versus the original green of pressure treated. Along here, this is the color there. Looks rather gross in the can before you stir it. Tried not to stain the house and almost succeeded. Got a couple of places, and then bug. You can see where the little black beetle-y things chewed up my nasturtium. I don't know. I like them. But this one doesn't have any frost damage on it. However, these, just between the bugs and the frost, they're just kind of screwy. They're sad looking now. Yeah, over here, I got clothesline ready for laundry when I'm done this. This is how I knew I had frost damage. Because this is not, I need water. This is, I'm done. I didn't like the weather, and I'm done. If it was more, they'd be yellow and dried out. But yes, in my zucchinis I had that. There. And I had some over here. So, whoops. And then I moved this one over here. Slowly turn. And there, Cleo's outside today. And then I had it in my beans. There is, you can see right here in the beans. Yeah, right there. But everything else is kind of, other than the rose is telling me autumn's here because it's been turning red for a while now. So it was sitting there saying it's done. And this poor little basil right here. Yeah, it just kind of gave up the goat on the outside. I don't know if it's established or not, but the little piece of oregano that's in here is still fine. Potatoes are looking a little sad, so potentially it's time to just, between bugs and the weather, it's time to go in and just accept that I have baby potatoes, little baby potatoes, and maybe save those for the seedlings for next year. Yeah, I had ones that were bigger than this here in my bean, and they were just a little like what you would call woody. They weren't tender. Okay, so in this mess over here, so this is what I mean by Rob's oopses. He was just supposed to flip the board and put the points together, but somewhere in there he had a vision for all of this along here. It didn't mesh up. He tried to do something, and here. At first I was kind of and then I realized that right here in this corner is where the post is going for the clothesline, for a proper clothesline. So this may actually not be a problem at all. But yes, it's not painted, and it does need some patching and fixing and stuff, but it's got it's all up. So imagine that painted bright white up against that gray. You know, nice bright white up against that storm gray. Oh, it's gonna look gorgeous. and the house is going to be white with black trim instead of brown, so that's good. But yeah, so yes, he got it all nice and lined up here. We can put handrail thingy under there and come down for here, because sometimes I feel like I'm free falling down steps. Nature of the beast, I'm top heavy. My poor peas, like, just covered in powdery mildew. There was a couple of peas on there. Come on. There we go. Was trying to let them finish their thing. So yes, we have here. But on this end, I can start the handrail right here and then down for over in here. So no biggie. Plus on the corner here, I want to have some kind of a post or something that I can put those fence caps that are solar, so I can have that light. I like the ambience of that. And this whole area in a couple of years isn't going to look like this, hopefully. I want to have a yoga meditation pergola here, and this completely done in pathway concrete kind of stuff with a deck and garden down the side here, and then garden out the front, and some garden down the fence a little bit, and then all that back there can be paved and stuff, so no more dealing with grass. Hello, Morgana. Okay, so that must be Bastion down there. And with doing that, these goofy corners that Rob ended up with, we're going to call them happy little accents. I am going to stain them just to preserve the wood, because I may need the wood for other things in the house. And I know everything should have been sanded this year, but we didn't get to it. But I just want to go with the flow of change. My hopes and dreams with Kirk are no more. So let's just go. Let's see what change looks like. Let's focus on moving forward and go with that flow. So keep going with the changes. I think that's one of the ways to heal. It is mourn the loss of the dreams so that you can move forward and mourn the loss of the person. And then that's this tile. Big stack of tile. And as you can see, it rained last night, so I'm glad I put this plastic bag on the tile. But the happiness of the rain is I don't have to water today, so that's kind of nice. Hi everybody, and I'm back. I have put at least 2 coats worth of stain around the whole entire outside of the deck where I could easily get at. There's still lots of deck to do. I am absolutely pleased with it all. And I'm really pleased with myself. There's only one little spot on a railing where I couldn't do properly, and that's where I tied the one steel thing that I use for the laundry. Attached the laundry thing to the steel thing. So yes, I am proud of myself today. Which just goes to show for me, with my brush, and it's a larger brush. It's standard size brush. It's just take an afternoon and I can get one side done, and then the next afternoon I can do the other side, you know. So I just really wanted to feel like I was finishing up projects, even if they weren't perfect. As far as the actual deck part goes, I think I am going to do some sanding. I'm going to sort of sand a spot, clean it off, and then stain it. So it's not going to look even, but it'll get done. And it should be easier to scrape snow off in the winter time and that kind of thing. So yes, a very well spent afternoon. This time around I had lemonade and strawberries. Now I've got a little bit of iced tea, lemonade, and strawberries. Frozen strawberries are amazing for in a drink. So they cool everything down, and then you've got food to eat when you're done. And the sugar in the powdered drinks or whatever you're putting them in, if the strawberries sit long enough, they absorb that sugar, so it sweetens them up a little bit. Oops, sorry. I also managed to get a load of laundry done, and I've had a decent day for hanging that up, so it's been kind of nice. So yeah, I just needed a sort of sense of completion, because I approached my yard projects from cold backassery. I should have drew out a plan, but I didn't realize I had a plan, and so everything was getting done as it went. And then I went, hey, wait a minute, I need to be doing all this stuff. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to get this stuff done, and then some stuff, like dealing with digging dirt, yeah, okay, the ground is nice and soft because it rained, but I can't get the dirt out of the sod. Oops, sorry, mosquito. I can't get it out of the sod, so I have to wait until that dries up a bit better, so I'm not throwing clumps of crap into my compost. And I just want the grass and the roots in my compost. So definitely come this when it's all done time with harvesting and dealing with things, I'm going to sit down and do a crude drawing of what everything is supposed to look like when I get it all finished. At least for next year. I'm going to have a plan for each year. I'm going to expand on what I did the year before. And so just can finish focusing on the deck, the parking spot, and doing around the edge of the house on the far side, so that I can keep. I haven't, except for that one time, had water come up over the foundation, but it would be nice to stain. It's such a pretty gray. I love it. But it would be nice to just kind of have that there, and so there's a plan for it. So a lot of stuff that I'm doing, I'm discovering that I really don't need help with it. I can do it by myself. It just takes longer. And that way I'm not sitting around waiting for somebody to help me, because that's been some of the reason why stuff isn't getting done, because I'm not skilled with the drill. And even Rob had some problems taking screws and stuff out. Some things were stripped, other things were in cockeyed, and so they were grabbing, because nothing has been done with this deck in like forever. So yes, it's building confidence. I'm building confidence in myself, and if you're a woman or even a man or whatever, it doesn't matter what you are. If it's smaller projects, like sanding and staining a deck, be brave and learn how to do that. Unless you absolutely have no time whatsoever. If you are going to be doing like the neighbor did, she's had a lot of stuff that she's been doing in the house, her house next door. And a contractor is probably the way to go, because he has contact with the electrician, the plumber. They've been putting up siding and that kind of stuff. And sometimes, yes, if you can find good ones, I would say hire bodies. But for little things like, you know, paint and trim and making your deck look better, and you know, maybe for us building the clothesline, those are things I don't think I need a body in for. And so I would really encourage people to sit there. And who cares if it takes you 2 weeks to completely stain your deck because you have this going on or that going on or something going on. Do it as you can. You know, it won't be even. It won't be perfect. But my favorite quote that I wrote is, perfection is not the will of the universe. It's humankind's perception of what should be. And, you know, so just go for it. Just absolutely go for it. And enjoy yourself and enjoy the process and learn stuff. One of the things I learned is that arthritis makes it hard to hold a paintbrush and do a lot. But if you just motor through, you can get your stuff done. And then I've learned that sometimes you do need the big picture so you can break it down. I forgot. That's sort of a rule when you are doing interior design, which I have had a knack for, you know, with colors and everything. You get your picture, and then you break your picture down into its parts. So, so I learned the value of how important that is when doing stuff, because I learned this year that I was not gardening, I was landscaping, and there's a difference between landscaping and gardening. Definitely. And so, yeah, be brave. Be brave. So, I'm going to finish the rest of my drink, and then I'll take you with a bit of a walk while we got still light and show you the after of what I managed to get done. And I'm just so excited because now I can't wait for it all to be done. You know, like just come out on my deck and how pretty everything is going to be when everything is all said and done. Okay, so yes, you can see the definition on the railing right there. But yes, I'm loving it. I'm farsighted, so I have to get back to look at stuff, because otherwise it's just a bit messy. But I absolutely love that gray. It just looks so much nicer, even just the little bit that I did. It looks cleaner, fresher, and I'm so glad I did that. Like you can see right here the difference. There's where I painted, here's where I didn't. And you can absolutely see how much nicer, cleaner, fresher that looks versus that. You know? And I do like it. So here's here's where it's tied. So there's a little bit underneath this tie. It's got holes in it. That's why I'm using it outside. Otherwise, I would have donated it. And so yes, I managed to get up in there. I have stain on that tie. So, but yes, you see. Yes, and so much fresher. Like you can even see it from here. Like how much nicer that is compared to that. So, and so now we've got this here with the top all finished and that white lattice. And so when it gets all done, how pretty is that gonna be? How nice is that? I am so happy that I did that. So yeah. Sometimes a plan does come together, but you know, sometimes you really should have a plan and not do it. But yes, like even with goofy bits, this just looks so much better. So I just didn't get down here. Here is where I didn't. This leash goes under there, and it's all wrapped in under the deck bits there. This chain I think needs to be cut off, and I'm not sure I'm strong enough to do that. I do have bolt cutters, so we should be able to get that chain off there. Hello, monkey. So yes, I'm really happy with that. Come back and clean that bit up down there and when I'm getting ready to finish. But yes, yeah, you can see even in this bit of shaded area here how much nicer that is than that. So all I did was take a leap of faith, trusted myself, and went and looked at stain samples, and you know, and there we go. And I really do think that once that's painted, you know, it's all finished up nice, and it's painted, it will look really, really good in there. Very, very good in there. So yes, hey Bastion, I can't wait until I get my whole entire yard cleaned up and get it done. This is exciting. Oh, the other day, yeah, I put those in there. And one over here. And one over here where this rock is. There's lilac in there. So I thought it might be nice to have a bush. So yeah. Outlined it so Rob knew where to move, you know, because, you know, I'm just really, really happy with the way things were. And there's Morgana on the porch roof. Oh, baby girl. That was quite the jump, sweetheart. Yeah. Yeah, so yes, I am very, very proud of that. So I'm glad that in my grief life relaxed a little bit. I still have my moments, but yes, I am definitely thinking that one of the best ways to deal with loss is to take that stuff back, mourn your hopes and your dreams that were attached to whatever it was, and then as you're going through and taking your time and stuff, little by little bit, build new, put your stamp on things, put your stamp on your life. Meow, 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 Miss Morgana. So the clothesline is what I've been, every time I took a break, that's what I was looking at, was that. But yes, I'm gushing. Absolutely love that. I love the way the deck looks. And so tomorrow, if it's nice, I think I'll start painting the other side. Hey everybody, I'm back. Just gonna wrap up this video, recording this video so I can get it online for you guys. And so that was the haul of the tomatoes I got the other day. And I'm very happy with it. There's still some tomatoes on there. Didn't take everything. But yes, that's a decent haul of tomatoes off my 3 tomato plants. And then 2 decent sized zucchinis, and that bunch of beet topses from way forever ago. They're still good. I don't seal freezer bags and things so that it lets the moisture evaporate. And then, or at least try to, like I've got some moisture in here. But yes, beans, lots of beans in the large freezer bag. We had a bit out of here for dinner the other night with some chicken and pasta. Pretty good. Some of them are over big and so not quite as good as some of these littler ones, but still all very, very good. I think what I'm going to do with a bunch of these ones is chop them up and throw them in the freezer type thing. So that was the harvest that I got from the other day at the beginning. I think it was the 5th when I started this making this video for YouTube. So just wrap it up. Hey Morgana. Hi sweetie. Hey baby. Meow meow. So peace, love, and happiness, everybody. Remember to be kind to be kind, and then be kind to yourself, and pat yourself on the back when you definitely deserve it. And I'll catch you in the next video.